Hail, my friend! If you just reached endgame in Path of Exile 2 and you are stunned by possibilities and options and what you actually need to do, well, let's fix it. There's tons of stuff you can do in the end game, while in campaign it's pretty clear path. You're slowly going from one area to another area until you meet last boss of act and then you move to the next act, repeating basically the same process. But then campaign ends and you will find yourself in Ziggurat Refuge. Actually, you will have new quests started, so technically you got some directions where you want to go. First of all, you want to talk with Alva and she will point you to Doriani. He gives you the first Waystone and sends you to the map device. So that's where we begin, at Ziggurat Refuge, and here how it works. Basically there is maps and there is paths you can go. You see these little connections, that's basically where you want and where you can go. Highlighted blue maps is maps where you can play. Green maps is already completed maps and you can't replay them. White maps is maps that is not accessible yet. So for example, to play this map or this map, you first of all need to complete this one. And all you need to do is to just open, drop your Waystone inside and press traverse. But that's super basics. Near your starting location you will see Realm Gate and also a Reliquary Vault. This vault can be accessed if you got Reliquary Key and you will get random unique item from it. So it's pretty useless place, but it's pretty fun. Realm Gate is really important place because that's where you will find content bosses, but more on that later. And also near your starting location in the fog you will see this big square tower, the Burning Monolith. And that's actually our main goal of the end game. You want to get to this Burning Monolith, you want to open it and fight Pinacle Boss, Arbiter of Ash. And technically after reaching end game you're in a loop. You want to upgrade your character to be able to tackle down harder content, then to upgrade your character even more to tackle down even harder content, and so on and so on. You can play it from Ziggurat or you can go into your hideout. If you don't have hideout yet, all you need to do is to finish ENDGAME quest in Act 4. Basically you just need to clear first part of Wakapanu Island, then talk with ENDGAME and she will give you ability to travel to your hideout constantly, from any waypoint or just by typing /hideout. That's where you can decorate your map device, you can allocate all your NPCs and make it nice and cozy. So again, our main goal in endgame is to progress our character and make him as powerful as possible, to delete screens and melt bosses. By the way, if you want to change your hideout skin, you just need to find hideouts on your map. They are pretty rare, so keep your eyes open, but if you see this icon, it's hideout, and when you clear this map, you will unlock different skins for your hideout. Now let's finally talk about our process and what to do first. Technically, your main goal is to try and upgrade your Waystones as fast as possible, because the higher level of Waystone, the higher level of area you will be playing in. So tier 6 Waystone will have area level 70, and tier 15 Waystone, which is kinda higher tier, is monster level 79. It will give you best items possible, it will drop a lot more currency and a lot more stuff, and of course you will get a lot more experience. So staying on low tier Waystones is not an option and actually pretty bad option. Also Waystones will function as any normal item, so you can use basic currency like Orbs of Transmutation, Augmentation, Orb of Alchemy, even Exalted Orbs on them, and upgrade them to 6 mods. When you upgrade these mods, you will have different bonuses. You will have increased pack size of monsters, there will be more rare monsters, there can be better item rarity and also Waystone drop chance. It's really important, and as you can see on blue Waystone, with just 2 mods, we're getting 50% chance of Waystone drop chance. So it's nice to play upgraded blue Waystones at least, because this way you will drop Waystones from monsters and you will keep Waystone flow going. But keep in mind, if you upgrade it fully, you will lose revives attempts. So normally on basic Waystone there is 5 revives attempts, and if you upgrade it to full mods there will be 0 revives attempts. So let's just do it, 2 more Exalted Orbs and we got 0 revives attempts. Also by adding mods you making map harder, because every mod is debuff. Monsters will be evasive, deal extra damage, you will have some problems, so that's basically how it works. Anyway, after defeating mob boss, and basically finishing the map, in most cases you will get one more Waystone, so you can continue your journey. But sometime you're unlucky or you die too many times. And in this case, you want to talk with Doriani and go into his shop, because he will sell you Waystones of a lower tier than your currently played tier. So if you won map with tier 10 Waystone, he will sell you tier 9 Waystones. They cost a lot, but you can for example buy 3 of them and then go into Reforging Bench. By the way, if you for any reason don't have Reforging Bench, you need to go into Act 3 into Molten Vault and defeat boss over there. Then, after talking with trader in Ziggurat encampment, it should appear in your hideout and basically in every town. With Reforging Bench, you just drop 3 Waystones and it will be combined into higher tier Waystone. Another option to get higher tier Waystones is to play maps with powerful map bosses. That's the icon you will see. So this icon will give you ability to get higher tier Waystone. And technically just keep in mind that's your first goal, to advance through Waystones. But at the same time, you want to upgrade your Atlas. Yes, when you reach endgame, there is big passive skill tree that will upgrade your experience, and you can customize it as you wish. Maybe you want a little bit more character power, so you can go into Shrine category, get more shrines on your maps, and shrines will give you insane amount of power. Maybe you already very powerful. Then you can improve power of your Waystone explicit modifiers. You will make your adventure harder, but also you will get a lot better results. Maybe you just want to get a little bit more essences, so you can craft better gear. There is loads of options, but also one of the options is to increase power of precursor tablets, and that's actually big. That's how precursor tablets will look like. They will have 2 mods initially, and they can give you nice bonuses. Technically they're giving you only bonuses, sometimes it making game harder, but so these tablets can be of different types, and by using them you can add different content. You can add, for example, ritual, you can add Abyss guys, breach, and expedition. To get these tablets, all you need to do is to just encounter any type of content initially on the map and then talk with different NPCs in your hideout. They will give you your first tablet and also they will give you skill book. So skill books will be used to upgrade your Atlas tree for different activities. There is different strategies, you can just copy mine for any activity you like, but better just subscribe and see my farming videos, because in farming videos I explain how to stop your Atlas for every type of farm you want to have in your endgame adventures. Also you can check how advance any activity just by hovering over here on number of accessible points. For Abyss, it's just completing Abyss in the map, basically first time encountering it, then encountering Abyssal Depths, and then beating boss in Abyssal Depths, and then beating Kulimak, final boss. For Ritual, Delirium, Expedition, and Breach, it will be a little bit different. You need to beat activities and get fragments. There will be different fragments for different activities. For example, for Breach, it will be Breach Splinters, and when you collect 50 Breach Splinters, you will be available to access Twisted Domain. It's Breach Boss. And after beating Breach Boss number 1, you will get skill points and you will be available to play Breach Boss number 2 and then number 3. It's like Pinacle Breach Boss, the most powerful one. Still, initially, I don't recommend going for bosses. What you want to focus on is your main Atlas skill tree. That will give you ability to have more power, but most importantly, in my opinion, ability to have more Waystones in your maps. So you're not wasting your gold to buy and sustain your Waystones. And to upgrade this Atlas, you need to defeat corrupted Nexuses. And you will need to do it on higher and higher difficulty all the time. So it will be tier 1 Waystones, and tier 3, and tier 6, 9, 12, and 15. And also you will get points when you clear specialty maps. Specialty maps looks like this. There is like 6 or 7 different types. Some of them will be basic maps that will give you a little bit of experience. This one, for example, will give you ability to play versus 10 bosses in a row. It's pretty fun. This is just forest, where you collect omens and that's it. You will win anyway. And basically that's how it works. So whenever you see a map like this, just play it once and you will get some points. But most points comes from corrupted zones. You will find one corrupted zones initially, and after you clear it, it will become cleansed zone, like this. And you can easily find and locate these corrupted zones by looking for this red fog in the fog, basically. So we're looking for the closest map, and we will play the map. Objectives are pretty easy, so all we need to do is to just find boss and map will be finished. But also there is a bunch of rare monsters, there could be a little bit of content in your map, and if there is anything interesting, you should see it in the right corner, at least in my interface. It can be different in your interface, but basically it shows what content we will have on this map. On this map we will have basically 0 additional content, so it's only map boss. So let's defeat this bro. I hope it will be fast. Let's get our Waystone, and we see that boss is opened. So that's corrupted area, and when I'm getting closer, I will see this blooming field with slightly different red icon. This is corrupted Nexus. After defeating boss in this map, he will respawn as corrupted mini-boss, and when we defeat him, that's where we get our points. Every time we will get points, it will be 5 points, so we will advance Atlas pretty quickly by hunting corrupted Nexuses. And basically that's your starting tasks. Advance your Waystones to tier 15 and upgrade your Atlas, because after you do so, you will get a lot more gear, a lot more drops, and you can set up your drops so they will be more favorable for your character. If your character was able to beat campaign, he will be able to defeat tier 15 maps. Maybe you will struggle a little bit, maybe you won't defeat everyone in a single shot, but most important part, to actually not stuck at this point, is to build your defenses. It may look like there is almost no difference between 60 and 75% resistance, but in reality it's night and day. What you want to do, you want to actually cap all resistances at 75. So you want to have 75 in all types of resistances, but when you're just starting out, you can skip on chaos. Chaos resistance is really important when you start playing content, for example breach and ritual, but resistances are super important as well as your main defensive stat. So if you're playing warrior, it will be armor and block. If you're playing monk, for example, maybe a ranger, it will be evasion and energy shield. If you're playing mage, it will be just loads of energy shield and so on. So based on your build, it will be defensive stat. And that's what you want to focus on. Basically your life, energy shield for total effective hit pool, and then you boost this hit pool by getting better and better and better armors, evasions, block chances, and your resistances. It's super important. So we got it, we can survive. What now? Now you can already play tier 15 maps, but it's time to focus on some type of content. And yes, you can do it all at the same time, but I'm explaining things in most important and the best step-by-step order. It's really more important to upgrade your Atlas than to upgrade your breach, ritual and other activities. Still, it's really important to upgrade them also. And for beginners, I really suggest just to focus on one activity at a time and learn how it works. What I mean by focus on one activity? Well, whenever you drop your Waystone into your map, you will see little sockets under your map. If your map is rare, basically yellow with 4 mods, you will be able to drop 2 tablets. If it's fully upgraded map, you will be able to drop 3 tablets. And in most cases, you want to drop as much tablets for your content as possible, or just mix and match, depending on your farming strategy. For example, if you're going for breach and drop 2 breach tablets that got quantity of breach splinters dropped by breach monsters, you can increase it by 60%, and normally they dropping like 15 splinters. And it's 15 splinters if you fully upgraded your breach passive tree. Yeah, because every little node will give us more quantity of splinters, and there's bigger ones which give us even more quantity of splinters. So technically, for me, with my tree right now, I'm getting around 10 to like 15 splinters. And by dropping 2 tablets like that, I can get like 25 of them. So technically I just need to play 2 maps, and I will be able to access tier 1 boss, or 6 maps to access tier 3 boss. 6 maps is around 25 to 30 minutes, so it's pretty fast. And also, if you don't like playing content after you already finished bosses, by this I mean if you don't like playing bosses, you can just sell these fragments. For example, breach splinters right now going 1 for 1, so running fully upgraded breaches and selling them for 150 will give you around 2 divines per hour, pretty easily, pretty fast, so you can upgrade your gear even faster. Of course, you get other drops at the same time. And you will get loads of these tablets by just playing single activity. Also, you can get more tablets by having this node on Atlas passive kill tree, so Precursor Influence. It will increase quantity of tablets dropped by your maps. Also, if you're completely unlucky, you can just buy them. So go into market, search for precursor tablet, and if you just need bridge tablet, you can find different ones just for 1 exalted orbs. So it's really easy and fast to get it. Also, you will find these towers, and by beating tower, you will guarantee basic precursor tablet. So these tablets will irradiate map. This means they will add 1 level to area. So by dropping this tablet, you will play not on level 79, but on level 80. I really recommend using them every time you can. Now let's talk about content itself. When and what content you want to pick. Abyss just gives you nice drops overall. It's just nice to play it. But it may be hard for some builds. So if you don't like Abyss, you can play loads of other activities. For example, Ritual. And Ritual is really nice because it will have omens when you play it, and some of the omens may cost around 500 exalted orbs. So play a little bit of Ritual, get lucky, get these omens and sell them. Some of them cost even more, and that's crazy how rich you can be in Ritual. Or you can get loads of currency for your crafts. You want to play Delirium if you need upgrade materials for your amulets. But in most cases it's easier just to buy it. Basically, Delirium will drop these emotions, and these emotions costs mostly nothing because they're pretty cheap, but some of them can cost a little bit, so they are really good. Still, they mostly will drop when you play Delirium Encounter, kinda Pinacle Boss. But also, instead of playing it, if you don't like it, you can easily sell it, and for 100 splinters you can get 183 exalted orbs. Also, you can farm it pretty fast, so even if you're not playing Simulacrum a lot, you can just sell these fragments and keep it as your strategy. Another content is Breach, and Breach is really good. It gives you Breach rings, which is basically most powerful rings in the game. It gives you Breach splinters, and it gives you catalysts. For example, with this node we got chance to drop full stack of catalysts. If you're lucky and get something like River Catalysts, full stack, it's basically instant Divine Orb, or almost Divine Orb. Some of them are pretty cheap, some of them are not, so it will be dependent on league state. Still, these catalysts are really important, because you can drop them on your gear, mostly only on rings and only on amulets, and increase different parameters. For example, this catalyst will add quality and increase speed modifiers. So skill speed is speed modifier, right now it's 3%. By adding quality to the ring, I just need to add 10 quality and I will increase my skill speed modifier. Or improve damage on my ring to add attack modifiers, so we will have a lot more power. And last but not least is Expedition. Expedition does not drop any fragments. Instead, it gives you ability to drop Expedition logbooks. And that's one of the reasons why you want to play on areas of level 80. You will get better drops of your splinters and other stuff, but also you will get better item level of these items. So by playing area level 79, tier 15 Waystones, you will get these logbooks. And they can be sold for like 50 exalted orbs each right now, but I don't suggest you actually selling these logbooks. Right now it's bugged for me, and for some reason I can't contact Danik, but Danik is the expedition manager and we can ask him to show us expedition map. And if you got tablets, you can easily play one of these maps. Okay, it works right now, that's cool. So it opens portals, we're getting on the map, and that's insanely big map with loads of drops. Coolest part, you can actually have loads of fun stuff in it. For example, you can easily upgrade your level here, because you may see this tombstones kinda, and they will have increased experience by monsters. This flags is monsters, so you will kinda place bombs, get as much monsters as possible, and get as much more experience from monsters as possible. Also, there is loads of currency chests, there's loads of armor chests, weapon chests, and stuff like that. So depending on what you're looking for, you can create chain of explosions and get pretty nice results. Don't overthink it, just drop it, get as many chests as possible, get only debuffs that you can handle, then just detonate them and start fighting. You will get bunch of strong boxes if you're placing your stuff accordingly, get bunch of currency, you can even upgrade strong boxes, maybe you'll get something from them. And one of the reasons why I really suggest not to sell expedition logbooks, only if you just hate playing them, is the reason that you will get actually lots of artifacts and other currency for expedition by playing this logbook, and it does not take long, just one single map. So let's see what we have in the end. First of all, we got 32 runic splinters. And if I sell them right now, I can get somewhere around 38 exalted orbs, which is basically the same price that I could sell this expedition tablet. But also on top, I got 20 order artifacts, few exotic coinage, 4 exalts, 2 Waystones, and Waystones can be sold for like 4 exalted orbs pretty fast. Also, I got Dueling Wand and Warmonger Bow. We can add gems to them and see what we'll roll. Sometime we're lucky and we can get really powerful items. Also, we got Forked Spear. It costs nothing, but whatever. Basically, we just ran map for free technically, but you can get lucky and actually get nice profits. This currency also is really important because this currency can be used in different ways. First of all, you can talk with expedition guys and you can even upgrade your character because they will sell you items. You can reroll it with exotic coinage if you don't like items, and then you can try playing a little gamba thing with these items. For example, this talisman, I can buy it, and then we will be able to skip or take bonuses. So bonus will be add prefix, so let's add it. We added something bad, so we can reroll it. Let's do it. Every time it takes a little bit of this resource. And basically we adding different stuff. Sometimes we're rerolling these items and so on and so on. If you don't want to take bonus, for example, I don't want to reroll this prefix modifier, we can skip, but next should be picked. Or you can take item initially. But also you will have recombinator in your hideout and you can drop 2 items of the same type. And by using this currency, you can pick mods. For example, we like this physical damage mod, and also we want to have this lightning damage mod on our item. We will see chance to succeed and also cost. So it's 50% chance to succeed on this operation. And after succeeding or not, we will either be left without any items, or we will get new item with our preferred stats. So that's basically what you can do. All these options will upgrade your character, and you will slowly advance through the atlas until you will start finding these big beacons. So there's red, blue, and also there's yellow, like orange one. These beacons is different citadels, and citadels is basically map bosses. So it's Act 1 boss, Act 2 boss, and also Act 3 boss, Doriani. When you defeat them, they will be kinda the same but a little bit harder. You will get fragments. It will be ancient, faded, and weathered fragments. And these fragments, together, can be put inside Burning Monolith. It will open Burning Monolith and you will fight Arbiter of Ash. And guess what? After defeating Arbiter of Ash, you will be able to use Regal Orbs or Orbs of Alchemy on your tablets. And now you can upgrade your tablets to 4 bonuses for even higher results and higher gains of your currency and increasing drops from your maps. Also, you will get last points for your boss passive skill tree in your Atlas category, and by fully upgrading it, you will start getting these red fragments instead of basic ones from the citadels. And now you will be able to access the highest difficulty Arbiter of Ash for Ultimate Pinnacle Challenge. Well, that's the endgame of Pass of Excel 2. It's not too overwhelming, it's actually pretty fun and nice gameplay loop, but in the next update there will be big endgame overhaul. I'm interested what GGG is cooking, but if you're playing endgame right now, you can easily follow this guide for step-by-step instructions. But don't forget you need to make your character stronger, therefore learn to trade and learn to craft. And that's 2 guides for you on the screen right now. See you in the next ones.